this show, the story is set in London in 2001, before we had social media as we have now. You've updated it to 2018, and you have used the state-of-the-art facilities that you have here at the barn to create a phenomenal world. Wouldn't you agree? So, Iwan, can you first of all tell us a little bit about why you wanted to bring social media into it and how that inspired the design decisions?
The big thing for me was that this piece, since it was written, we've seen these stories of a daisy going missing in the world, and we've seen sort of the media sort of take over and the media hype that happens, and just with cases like Alice Gross and Madeleine McCann, we've seen how we've almost the world has changed to when Simon wrote this piece, and that there was that extra character that we could add into this piece by bringing social media into the world and digital media. And we see these harrowing images of Dr. Anne Schultz just watching the news at the back of the stage, just hoping that her daughter is found at the back, and or whether it's scrolling through tweets and just seeing, because everyone now has a voice, everyone now has an opinion. This whole debate this evening has been born out of the fact social media has a place, it's a character in every one of our lives, and I felt that was really important to make this piece relevant, and it's already relevant, but I felt that would sort of bring it right up to date.
So, yes, I'm going to bring you into it, but first I want to know the design itself. How much work went into that?
A huge amount, and actually we changed the designs multiple times, and I guess what we've ended up with, in a really roundabout way, I'll give you a brief on how this kind of was created. Have you seen sort of the diagram of the 6 degrees of separation? It's all sort of polygons which we projected at one point. I was looking at this and thinking how we were based very heavily in London, and how it was very important that it was obvious from the get-go that we were in London, and this is a very London story. And I was looking at these shapes and thought, this is the London Underground map here. And then very quickly my head moved into that we must set this in the London Underground. And then suddenly we ended up with these circles, which is the tube, and it sort of then became very claustrophobic, and we've actually made the space smaller, so the guys have to act on top of each other the whole time. But it also then gave us this beautiful depth to play with the projection and everything, and it just, again, it was a mad way of getting there, but that's where it all came from, really.
For those watching on Facebook Live, it may appear that this is a fairly simple monochrome set, but I assure you that is not the case. This has some of the most sophisticated video projection that I've seen, and so well integrated with the performances. And something that PJ McEvoy, who designed this and The Secret Garden, refers to as the aperture effect.
The aperture, yes. Yeah, the iris at the back of it. Yeah, for sure. But PJ did an amazing job on this, but a huge well done, and thank you has to go to Ben Collins. I think he's up there somewhere. Where is he? Who is his dad and his mum are right there in the first row. And Ben has done how many all-nighters to get the videos right for this? So all those beautiful shots of London in the monologues that you saw, all the work on the movies, anything that moved, basically, that was Ben, and he's a local boy, and I think it's amazing this theatre is creating new local creative talent as well.